There is nothing cooler than a classic truck like this 1959 GMC behind me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to upgrade these headlights, and I'm going to show you what we recommend at Headlight Revolution.
And in today's news,
inch further better.
This particular GMC 3500 is no slouch. This build was a frame-off deal. Every single nut and bolt is new, literally, except for that patina. It's got 450 horsepower from that 406 small block. It's one sexy looking truck. As far as the headlights go on these, they're 5 3/4 round headlights. These are dingy looking halogen headlights. I get it. This is an old truck and you enjoy that look. Finally, a company has made a headlight that can replicate this look, but actually perform so much better. The headlights we found to be the be-all, end-all headlight is this new headlight from Holley. They partnered with Morimoto, one of the best brands in automotive lighting, to create something that has a very tight beam pattern, something that allows you to drive down the road safely, but also maintains that classic look that everybody likes. Before we go any further, let me show you just how much brighter these are compared to stock. The way we test headlights to find out if they're better or worse than one another is by backing the truck up 25 feet from a wall. We turn the headlights on, and then we use a digital lux meter and test the actual usable brightness. Now, your original headlights on low beam come in at 500 maximum lux. The other headlights come in at 840 maximum lux. These Holley headlights are 68% brighter than stock. On high beam, your original headlights come in at 1410 maximum lux. The Holley high beam 3000K headlights come in at 1510 maximum lux, making it 7% brighter than stock. Before I go any further, what is 3000K? 3000K is that warm white color that you see against the wall. It doesn't look super modern, it's that classic style, but then Holley and Morimoto stepped up to the plate and decided, look, some people want an aftermarket look, but still that classic look when they're turned off. They then made a 5700K headlight. 5700K gives you that color of bright white, so that real modern look, both of which provide the same beam pattern. The bright white color, that 5700K, is just a little bit brighter. When you compare these to those stock halogen headlights that are 500 lux on low beam, they come in at 106% brighter than stock. When you turn the headlights to high beam, your halogen is still at 1410. Compared to these Holley 5700K headlights, these are 1460 on high beam. So very similar in brightness on high beam, but that low beam is so much brighter. Besides the brightness, look at that beam pattern. The width of the Holley headlights compared to that stock halogen is ridiculous. You can now finally drive your truck at night and see the ditches, see everywhere you need to see while you're going down the road. This is a safety feature that also helps you with eye fatigue. So now you just saw how much brighter these are compared to stock, but do they fit? Yes. Let me tell you right now, there's a lot of different aftermarket 5 3/4 size headlights out there that just do not fit these classic vehicles. No matter if it's a car or a truck, we've tested a whole bunch of them, and really these Holley brand headlights are one of the only headlights that fit for this truck. First, I'm going to remove these headlights. To do that, take a Phillips screwdriver and loosen up all of these screws. Take them out. We got one up here and one more right here. With all 4 of these screws removed, you can take off this metal bezel here and set this down. Now what we're going to do is going to remove this metal collar here on both sides. It's literally held in by 2 flathead screws on both sides, there and there. So let's go ahead and do that. Don't lose those, you'll need them again. All right, remove that ring, set that down, and pull out your headlight slowly. You are going to have to actually unplug this wiring back here. I know it's a little hard to see on camera. Go ahead and remove that, and the headlight's free. Now let me show you what's going on here. This inner bezel right here is just too small to fit some aftermarket housing that looks like a spaceship. And trust me, we've got a lot of spaceships that we have that are headlights. This modern looking tech, kind of cool, but when it's on a truck like this, it is looking like a spaceship. That's the last thing you want. Also, the depth here is just way too big. It's not going to fit in there, so it just sticks out. You can't screw it in unless you really fabricate that in there. That's the last thing you want, especially when you want to try to make this as OEM as possible. That's where Holley really kicked butt here. So this mounting depth is not big at all. It will fit, and in almost every vehicle we've ever tested it in, it does fit. Go ahead and remove your second headlight. With that removed, you need something like this. This wire harness allows you to run all 4 headlights as low as well as all 4 headlights as high beam. So we're gonna actually install this now so we can install those headlights. There is 7 Phillips screws right on the outside of this black piece. We're gonna actually remove this entire black housing here to get those wires put in. Just work your way around. All right, you'll feel it get loose, pull it out, be careful on this wiring. You can just remove that wiring and set this to the side. You literally cannot mess this wiring up. So there's 2 male ends that goes to the truck side. The 2 female ends of this wire harness go to the 2 headlights. So go ahead, and it doesn't matter which one you plug it into. So go ahead, plug one of these in. Take the other side, plug that one in. Now with this installed, we can install those headlights in the bracket itself. Now you see where this is going. Both of them go through here, you plug them in, and you put it all back together. But one thing I want to show you is this cartridge right here on the back side. So this right here has a 3000K bulb in it. That is that warm white color. If later on down the road you change your mind and want a 5700K, that's just fine. If you want that bright white color instead of the 3000K color, once you get it mounted on your truck and you realize that's just not what you wanted, that's okay because these are interchangeable. As you can see on both sides, there are these 2 Allen keys here. You can loosen those up, remove this bulb, and put it into another housing. Once you've decided you want that 3000K warm white color or that 5700K bright white color, you can go ahead and install these headlights. I chose the 3000K color because on this truck, it really pops. It has that period correct look that everybody wants, and with this blue contrasting that warm white color, it looks great. So go ahead, doesn't matter which headlight you install to which side, put the wiring through, and you just gotta make sure that the word Holley is upright. Once your headlight's mounted, you can go ahead and put that ring on and put those 2 flathead screws on it. Grab your second headlight, install it the exact same way, put the wiring through, set it in, put that locking ring on, and tighten up those 2 flathead screws. Now you got the 2 wires here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Plug them into here. Doesn't matter which wire goes to which side. With both headlights installed, the Holley logos facing upright, you can go ahead and reinstall everything. Put those screws back in. Now you can install this back on. Put those screws in. And just like that, your install is complete. Now it doesn't matter what truck you have. If it's a classic truck with 5 3/4 round headlights, the Holley RetroBright headlights are for you. Now Holley actually makes a 5x7, a 4x6, and a 7-inch round headlight as well. So if you happen to have any other classic vehicles sitting out in the barn with those size headlights, the Holley RetroBright headlights will work on those as well. Type in your year, make, and model at headlightrevolution.com to see what else we have for your vehicle.